playing pretty well, but Agassi was in total control throughout that match.
And so Jason Stoltenberg, as we said, 2 weeks he has been in the finals. Well, tonight, Tim, I think he definitely has a chance. This kid can play some great tennis. He kind of comes from that Australian mold. He loves to serve and volley, but what makes him so good right now?
His whole game has come together. He used to be known just as a serve and volleyer, but now he is starting to hit his ground strokes pretty well. And you can see the kind of fiery last 2 weeks he's had. Finals at Washington where he lost to Edberg, and then last week in Canada, 12-2, all those on hard courts. And so this kid is a real player. He has a big chance tonight to really move up in the rankings and announce himself to the American public as an up-and-comer.
All right, a big match for Jason Stoltenberg. They are making their way to center court. Stoltenberg from Australia going against Andre Agassi. Stay with us, quarterfinals coming up. We are ready for quarterfinal action here on the campus of UCLA. Andre Agassi going against Jason Stoltenberg of Australia. A matchup that was the finals last week in Toronto. A look at the top half of the draw. Mark Woodford from Australia, another very fine Aussie, out into the semis, beating Jared Palmer here this afternoon. And Krajicek, Tim, trying to win his 3rd event here in L.A. He loves this place.
Krajicek going for a three-peat in L.A. He's won 13 straight matches on this center court, so this guy is red hot, and he will really be tough to beat. He's beaten Woodford the last 4 times they've played.
Look now at the bottom half of the draw. Boris Becker, 3-time Wimbledon champion, awaits the winner of this match, and what a semi that could be.
Becker pulled out a Houdini today. He was down 2 match points against Brosh and somehow won it. But that would be a great semifinal, whoever he plays.
And so as we look at Jason Stoltenberg, one of the rising young Australians, just introduced, got a big hand. Certainly one of the hot players, 24 years old, Tim, ranked 26th in the world, moving up rapidly. Turned pro back in '87, a couple singles titles, and over $1 million in prize money.
This past spring, he was ranked 46, now up to 26, and he's got his eye on getting to the top 16 for the U.S. Open, where he will get seeded.
Very important points to pick up. A look at his road to the quarterfinals. Beat Enqvist in the first round, and then Steve Bryan hasn't lost a set yet.
The amazing thing, Stoltenberg is not showing any signs of fatigue at all, and so with all this tennis, he is still focused and still 100% physically fit.
His opponent tonight, the number 3 seed, Andre Agassi, certainly one of the most popular players from a spec. He's introduced out on this center court. Agassi, same age, ranked 15th in the world, 21 singles titles, and over $6 million in prize money. And certainly this guy has brought tennis to life recently.
Well, he's never won here in LA, but he would love to win here, and he's been cruising through this draw. You can see how well 6-2, 6-1 against the tough Swede Nicholas Kulte, and then last night just crushing Greg Rusedski.
Well, we are just about ready to go as Agassi takes a few final warm-up serves. And Tim, the serve, I think, underrated. Agassi can blast that ball in the first serve.
Yeah, he can mix it in pretty well. That's one of the better shots he has. And of course, Andre known for that big ground stroke, particularly off the forehand side.
It is a perfect night for tennis here in West Los Angeles. Very few clouds in the sky, just a few up there, but the lights are already on here. It's a little after 7:30 local time. No wind at all, Tim, and I think if you had to pick a perfect night to play tennis, this could be one of them right now.
Absolutely perfect. As you said, there's no wind out there. The lights are coming into play, and so Agassi will be seeing the ball early, as last night we saw Andre just play so well against Greg Rusedski. Rusedski, one of the biggest servers in the world, and Agassi was all over him.
Our chair umpire tonight, very experienced Steve Ulrich in the chair, and we'll get a chance to talk about some new rules. These guys have played 3 times coming into this match. Agassi has really rolled over this guy, Tim.
And the 6-4, 6-4 was the closest match. The other 2 matches that Agassi actually dominated even more on those. So Andre loves to play on this surface, and he has played well against Stoltenberg, but never with Stoltenberg playing like he has been lately.
Stoltenberg ready now. First game, first set. This is best of 3. The winner will move into the semifinals to play against Boris Becker. Stoltenberg off to a quick start. 15 love. Over 6 feet tall. Great shape at 177. Stoltenberg showing a big serve early, Tim.
Interesting. Agassi actually chose to receive serve here at the start.
What do you think of that play?
I think it's a good play, because sometimes you catch your opponent, he's a little bit cold when he's serving that first game. particularly at night when a guy's not going to be as warmed up as he is when the sun is out during that daytime.
That's just too good. Stoltenberg unloaded on that approach shot. Great depth, Tim, on that backhand approach.
It is absolutely crucial that Stoltenberg get off to a good start after losing those 3 matches, and that's why I think we're going to see Stoltenberg come out focused and try to dictate play with some power ground strokes.
Stoltenberg off to a very quick start. 4 quick points, and so Jason Stoltenberg leads it 1-love. We're at the Los Angeles Open on the campus of UCLA. Stay with us for more tennis on Prime. Welcome back to center court. Andre Agassi has won the first 2 points on his own serve. Leads now 30-love. Does not work. And Tim, we are seeing 2 players who are in the groove out here. You can tell these guys have been playing some tennis lately. Look at Agassi's stats. A little under 6 feet tall. Almost the same weight as his opponent. Same age. Has lived in Las Vegas all of his life. Oh, that's the shot we don't believe. Agassi lets the ball drop. A full swing on the forehand. You do not see that shot very often. Let's have another look.
Well, the traditionalists would roll over in their grave if they saw this. This is volley technique a la Andre Agassi, swinging waist level.
It's incredible.
Barry, what's happened to the game? I mean, come on.
Teaching pros say, now go up there and hit that volley. Punch that volley. Don't swing at it. Oh, yes. Stoltenberg all over the forehand.
One of the reasons Stoltenberg has broken through in the last couple weeks has been an improved forehand. Stoltenberg taking this inside of the baseline and then slugging it. And Barry, again, he used to be known mostly as a serve and volley player, and now he is very comfortable in the backcourt. That's why he's been able to beat some top players.
And you also saw, Tim, on that replay, the exaggerated grip, how he moves that hand way around. Side, a brilliant winner cross court. This kid is red hot.
Oh, the Australians, I think, for a long time were reluctant to go to this extreme Western grip. But now the new generation has come over, and you can see improved ground strokes with the Australians that you didn't see in the early 80s.
Agassi lunging for the backhand volley into the open court.
We can see why these guys have been so red hot lately, both with supreme confidence. Finally, Agassi moves in. He's really forced. And again, unorthodox volley technique, but it gets the job done. Another reason Stoltenberg playing better is he has been moving much better. Big serve from Stoltenberg, and even a bigger return from Agassi. And that's what Agassi does so well, is he takes away the serve and volley, because he's perhaps the greatest returner ever. Although some fans of Jimmy Connors would get a little mad at me if I said that.
So would Jimmy. No, Stoltenberg overhits. And so early now in the third game, Agassi with a chance to break here, 30-40. First big point of the match right here. Good concentration from Agassi. That's the one thing, Tim, I think he's done a lot better lately.
Well, Gilbert's been on him. He said, look, you've got to focus and stay into this match right from the get-go.
Stoltenberg right down the the center with his first ace of the evening.
A big ace for Stoltenberg. He cannot afford to get behind because, again, he has not had any success against Andre Agassi, losing all 3 of their encounters.
You can see that ball right on the center service line.
That's tough to do here because this court playing slower than any court that these guys have played on all year long.
Great idea from Agassi on the topspin lob, cross court. Big crowd here at the UCLA Tennis Center. This beautiful tennis center built for the 1984 tennis event at the Olympics, Tim, which was a demonstration sport.
Demonstration sport.
Agassi looking very quick. Just waits and then eases that ball up the line.
Andre in good position here, right down the line. Stoltenberg has to put that volley away, and he doesn't get the job done. But both guys looking very sharp at the start.
Just over. Two-hander about 2 inches over that far baseline, and so once again Stoltenberg now with a chance to go up 2-1. And again Stoltenberg right up that center service line, serves his second ace of the evening. Stoltenberg holds serve. Stay with us. We have got a match on our hands tonight. Welcome back to center court. Stoltenberg 2-1 over Agassi in the first set. We continue to pour in here to this tennis center. Jason Stoltenberg, born in Narrabri, New South Wales, Australia. Played on ant bed tennis courts as he grew up. What a story.
What the hang is that?
Agassi all over the net. These two battled against each other just last Sunday at the Canadian Open. Agassi winning it in straight sets. Another look at that last volley.
Andre winning 4 points at net in the last 2 games. Uncharacteristic, but he's volleying better. Again, Gilbert working on him, getting him to net.
Andre having a few words with the crowd. That would go wide. We asked Jason Stoltenberg what it's like to play against Andre Agassi.
I think when he's playing well, he's pretty good off both sides. His backhand's, I think, equally as good as his forehand. Maybe sometimes even more so. But you know, he keeps the ball up high, and he's running. He can run pretty well around the court, and you know, he gets that kick serve going. That's something that he can do well as well. But it'd be nice if he could come to the net a little bit more. But you know, when you got ground strokes like he does, why comes the net?
Interesting. Stoltenberg brings it up with Agassi all over the net the last couple of games.
Speaking of net, Agassi looking like a true serve and volleyer right at this point. 40-15 Agassi. Down 1-2, trying to get even. Called long, and so Andre Agassi holds serve. Is 2 games all. Again, a look at this beautiful stadium. The lights are on. It is not yet dark here in West Los Angeles. This guy has really had sort of an up and down career, Tim.
Mostly because of injuries. He burst on the scene back in '87, winning Junior Wimbledon. And a lot of people thought he would be the next Pat Cash. He had some problems with his shoulder, and his play fell off. And just now is he getting his game together.
just catches the tape. Look at the rise and fall of this youngster, Tim. He was way down at 413 back in '87.
You can see the fall there from 91 to 92. He went from 75 to 166. He had a rotator cuff problem there, had surgery, was out of the game for 8 months, and then came back, and now at a career high 26 in the world.
A lot of people talking before this year's Wimbledon about Patrick Rafter, the other young Australian, and suddenly this guy, Stoltenberg, has stolen his thunder.
Rafter had a great start to 94, beat Courier, beat Sampras last year at Indianapolis, and all of a sudden he's faded a little bit. Now Stoltenberg playing great.
Just wide. Ooh, Stoltenberg looks again, thought he had that shot. Very close call on the sideline.
I was talking with Stoltenberg's coach Ray Ruffles yesterday, and Ruffles was during his match, and Ruffles just looking on in disbelief. He said, "I can't believe the kid's playing this well. Where's the ground strokes coming from?"
Ruffles should have taken all the credit. Well, I've been working him real hard, you know, mate.
Yeah.
Stoltenberg just backs up a half a step.
Great adjustment from Stoltenberg. A good approach shot. And Agassi does exactly what he wants. He wants to neutralize Stoltenberg. And this great touch shot getting Stoltenberg out of trouble. That is so hard. Half volley on the move.
And a big point, Tim. He was down 15-30. Miss hit off the return. Agassi takes the full swing. And so from 15-30 down, now Stoltenberg at 40-30. Stoltenberg hangs in. He leads it 3-2. We're at UCLA on the campus. Andre Agassi trying to move into the semis. Stay with us. Welcome back as Agassi comes in behind a big serve, lets it bounce, knocks off the forehand, 15-love. Packed stands on the near side. Again, this was the site of the 1984 tennis event at the Olympics in '84. Tim, as we mentioned, it was just a demonstration event. Edberg and
Steffi Graf won the gold medals.
Agassi just bears down. Stoltenberg went back on that ball, almost knocked off the head of the linesperson back there.
Agassi with an incredible 90%. That's more impressive because he's been going for some big first serves.
Georgia, who have been watching the Braves against the Reds on Sports South. Welcome to some tennis.
Stay tuned. Unbelievable match going here.
We got a match going. You've only missed a few games, and this has been brilliant stuff so far. Andre Agassi going against Jason Stoltenberg. It's wide. 30-all. Agassi down 2-3, elected to receive serve, and therefore he is always serving to get even. Shields, a very interested spectator tonight, and about 7,000 people interested in what Brooke Shields is doing, as well as Andre Agassi. If she starts watching matches, she's going to age very quickly.
Brooke has been an item with Andre the last couple months.
Yes! Miss hit. Somebody yelled yes. Yeah. She is into this match.
It's the Shields play-by-play. That's a close one. Back and forth. Remember, Agassi's down break point here.
Ooh, boy. She's going to be a tired young woman by the time this evening ends.
Agassi's been working with Brad Gilbert. You can see there Gilbert sporting an earring. Quite a change for Gilbert. A little story there. Gilbert bet Andre Agassi that if Agassi won the Canadian Open, he would put an earring in. And Agassi wins, he's got the earring on.
The folks back in San Rafael will know what that's all about.
But Gilbert's got it. There's the earring now. Obviously doing it just like Andre. But now the bet is if Agassi wins the U.S. Open this year, Gilbert, one of the hairiest guys in the world, has to shave his whole body.
That's great.
So Gilbert really putting it on the line.
Well, he's done some good things for Agassi, I'll tell you what, Tim, since they got together.
As you remember, Agassi waxed his body last year at Wimbledon, so Gilbert could either shave or wax.
Agassi in, rolls that two-hander. Great disguise on that shot. He normally goes up the line, just waited till the last minute there, hit cross court, and so now love 15. 7th game. First set. Good stretch. Better shot from Stoltenberg.
Agassi making a lot of forays in the net here in Los Angeles. A good volley. Stoltenberg waits to the last second and pulls the trigger. Again, the extreme Western grip, uncharacteristic of many of the Australians, but that helps him hit that big forehand.
Look out. Agassi, good stretch. I tell you, Tim, when he's forced to volley, he can do it.
Interesting, though. Stoltenberg is actually creating a pattern here where he's trying to get Agassi to net with that little dipping backhand. Last point, he hit the passing shot, and now Agassi covers. But you know Ray Ruffles is behind that. Let's pull Agassi to net and exploit his weak volley. It hasn't worked so far.
15-30, second serve coming up. Big chance here for Agassi. 7th game. Ooh, and he pulls over one of the worst looking returns he's hit all night, and perhaps one of the biggest points of the set. He knows it. That is not good, he says to himself. We'll agree.
He can take over the commentary from here.
Agassi, the ball about 3 inches off the court, Tim, and he rips the cross court.
What's so extraordinary about this shot is he can hit a topspin shot from just off the surface. It's just amazing wrist as he flips that ball over.
And so now, break point. Stoltenberg goes down that center trying for the ace. Doesn't work. so Andre Agassi has broken serve in the 7th game of the first set. Agassi leads it 4-3. Welcome back to center court. One of the better hackers in the game, Mr. Johnny Carson, at courtside here in Los Angeles. Has been out to this tournament for years and years. I once went over to him, Tim, when it was raining at the LA Tennis Club, and he says, "You mean I get to be on television?" It's a good line. Agassi catches the top of the net. The ball goes long. Love 15.
Agassi serving with new balls. Again, this is one of the slowest courts of the year, and so the balls fluff up quickly.
Just missing. Thought he had it. Ooh, Agassi thought he had the ace. Steve Ulrich. Saying, Tim, that the game is not exciting anymore. We're seeing some great rallies out here. And here's what Gilbert had to say about Agassi.
Well, I think that's pretty much true, though. Andre's flair really helps the atmosphere. You can feel it here tonight, just electric out on the court between Stoltenberg, Agassi, and the fans.
Good approach. Oh, just long. Agassi would have been in all kinds of trouble had that ball hit the baseline. Good eye from Agassi on this ball that drops long.
Agassi down love 30, comes in on the big forehand, and I don't think he actually had a play on that ball, period.
You are right. That ball would get by him, actually. That ball was over his shoulder. 15-30, big points here for Stoltenberg, trying to get a break back. Oh, that's good. Stoltenberg just eases that ball up the line. Great control on this return to serve.
Fantastic variety. Stoltenberg has not tried this play all night long. Agassi thought it was going out. That's a tough, tough shot to do out of the blue.
Break there, not a tough shot. So one break point. Disappears. 30-40 now.
Shields look on. That was an amazing point. Stoltenberg was in trouble the whole way, and then Agassi throws up this great defensive lob. Oh, big.
So 2 break points disappear. Oh, and a bad error from Stoltenberg. Not a tough backhand. Slices it into the top of the net, and so from 15-40 down now, Agassi with a chance to go up 5-3.
I think Stoltenberg felt he got a bad bounce on that and kept looking down at the court.
Punch volley, clever play from Agassi, kind of snuck in behind it, Tim. And so Andre Agassi holds serve. He leads 5-3 first set. Back in 1990 at the U.S. Open. Final round action.
This is Sampras's big breakthrough. Everybody thought Andre Agassi was going to win his first Grand Slam. And somehow Pete Sampras just took it away from Agassi. I think that was one of the most disappointing moments in Andre Agassi's career. Of course, he came back, won at Wimbledon in '92. But up to then, Agassi had lost 3 Grand Slam finals in a row.
The question is, Tim, can Agassi win the 1994 U.S. Open just 3 weeks away? Well,
put me on the line here, aren't you? Of course he can. Of course he can.
He's certainly got a good chance. He's playing about the best tennis of his career at this point. Stoltenberg.
The big questions for Agassi, I think, are is he in good enough shape to play 3 out of 5 sets in that kind of heat? And does he have the mental focus over 2 weeks to stay with it against the world's best players? I think the first question, the conditioning question, may be the most serious one if it's hot in New York.
Well, we saw him out in the heat of the day today, Tim, working out with Gilbert for about an hour or so. So obviously he's trying to stay fit or get fitter.
The other thing Agassi said was that with Gilbert, Gilbert's really on him to be mentally focused, in the important points of the match. And he does look awfully focused here tonight.
Stoltenberg changing up, going to the forehand of Agassi. And so Stoltenberg holds serve. When we return, Agassi serves for the first set. Stay with us. Welcome back to center court. Agassi on the right, Stoltenberg on the left. Andre has just won the first point on his own serve. 3 points away now from the first set. Stoltenberg missing another forehand. Suddenly, Tim, that brilliant forehand that was working for him early has disappeared.
A crucial point in the match, obviously. Agassi serving for the first set. 2 easy forehand returns missed.
And Agassi opens up, drills that forehand for a winner. That's the shot he loves to hit.
In Stoltenberg's position, this ball is so tough to pick because Agassi, with the open stance, does not give anything away. He actually prefers to go to the other corner with that.
40 love, triple set point. Oh, Agassi sneaks in behind a second serve. And so Agassi, very unusual on set point, just sneaks in behind it, Tim.
Barry, this has Brad Gilbert written all over it. Gilbert, one of the masters at sneaking in.
Really?
And that's something that just Agassi would not do before he started working with Gilbert.
Gilbert in the dark green pullover has done wonders for Agassi over the last 4 or 5 weeks.
It's interesting, they had a really slow start together. They started working together around Rome, which is around May. Agassi did not play well at the start, but he stuck with Gilbert.
Tomorrow we will be right here at UCLA bringing you semifinal action. Mark Woodford going against Krajicek. A replay of the '92 finals here. The red-hot, red-headed Australian on the left going against Richard Krajicek, who tries to win his 3rd straight Los Angeles Open title. Tomorrow afternoon, check your local listings. We'll have it for you on Prime.
As Krajicek won 2 years ago against Woodford, last year in a titanic battle against Michael Chang, winning in 3 long sets. Won 13 straight matches on this court.
So, Tim, you mentioned that this surface here on the center court really is so ideal for both players. You can play offense, you can play defense, and that's what makes for such great rallies.
There's been so much talk about the power game, serve taking over the game, and we're just not seeing that. We're seeing so many great rallies, long exchanges from the backcourt. And I really think that has not been a problem here.
Stoltenberg now at game point.
This shows you how confident Andre Agassi is. When he misses a relatively difficult forehand, he's mad at himself. When a player does that, you know they're feeling the ball and they think they should make every single shot.
Almost an ace out wide. Second serve now for Stoltenberg. Game point. First game, second set. Not enough. Stoltenberg over. And so Jason Stoltenberg. 1-love, second set. Let's check out as we go to a break this prime tennis fact. As Andre Agassi has just lunged for an overhead backhand, hit it wide, love 15. Agassi with the first set, 6-4, down love 1. But Tim, he was down every game on his own serve in the first set. Didn't seem to bother him at all.
Sign of a confident player.
A lot of glitteries here tonight. There is Bruce McNall in the foreground, owner of the LA Kings hockey team.
He actually was the original owner of Andre Agassi's jet. Agassi gets around, and there's one of his employees, Wayne Gretzky, along with his wife, Janet Jones.
Agassi gets caught. So quickly here now in the second game of the second set. Agassi in big trouble. Down triple break point, love 40. Stoltenberg would love to get a break early. Very close ball on the sideline. Agassi gets out of 1 point.
Actually, a bit of luck, although it didn't pay off for Stoltenberg. The lines person was unsighted, did not see that ball land. I think it was wide.
That's too good. Stoltenberg breaks in the second set. Jason Stoltenberg right back in this match. Beautiful forehand volley. Well, waiting in the bottom half of the draw, three-time Wimbledon champion Boris Becker, just watching the two guys sweat it out tonight, Tim. He will play the winner. We'll have that match on Prime tomorrow evening. It will be played. Boris Becker looking pretty sharp. Got out of big trouble today.
He was down 2 match points against his countryman Karsten Brosch. Somehow sneaked out of it.
Jason Stoltenberg just waiting for Agassi to make his move.
And Stoltenberg continues to pound the forehand. Barry, he's showing good resolve here. Remember, he's lost 3 times in a row to Andre Agassi. He's never won a set. And he's not going away.
You give Agassi a short ball, though, Tim, and he has come in behind a lot of those shots tonight.
Agassi spoke about that in the press conference earlier. He said, to be a great player, I got to get to net a lot more, be more aggressive. And we're certainly seeing that here tonight.
Statistics, Tom Fisher of CompuTennis, hard at work with us as usual. Here's the first set stats.
3 things to look at. Agassi with 86% on the first serve. He was able to dictate play that way. 12 unforced errors to only 7 for Andre Agassi. And of course, break points. Agassi taking 1 of 2. Stoltenberg not converting on any of his 3.
Oh, yes. Stoltenberg, a very tough court. forehand volley. Agassi keeping those returns low.
This is a good play, Barry, because Stoltenberg has only won about 33% of the points when in the backcourt. Change a losing game, and he is a natural serve and volley player.
Brilliant tennis continues here at UCLA. We want to welcome all our friends from HSE who have just watched the Astros play the Giants down there in Houston. Welcome on board. You've seen some good baseball. We are seeing brilliant tennis here in Los Angeles. Stoltenberg from Australia. Big serve down the middle. 3-love. Second set. Welcome back as Andre Agassi has just opened the fourth game of the second set with a service ace. Out wide. Another quick serve from Agassi. It is 30-love. It's interesting that Stoltenberg comes from this little town outside of Sydney, New South Wales, Narrabri. He started. Oh, Agassi again, solid down the center. They play on some strange surfaces in Australia. I've been there in the outback, Tim. We used to play little towns, 1,500 sheep shearing towns.
The bush, they call it.
Yeah, the outback. Agassi just drills it, and so Agassi, one of his best games, holds it love. It is 3-1. We had a chance to talk to Jason Stoltenberg what it's like to play on Antbed of all things.
Yeah, it was sort of called an ant-bed court. It wasn't ants running everywhere or anything like that. It may sound, but it's unusual. My dad was a farmer. I grew up on a cotton farm, and he built the court for me and my sister. We used to play a little bit, and then we moved into a town. He built another one. It's just the name of the surface. It was like a white dirt. It was pretty slippery, wasn't all that great to play on. It was a similar type of clay, but a lot slipperier and drier. But yeah, I really enjoyed playing on clay as a youngster, and that's because of growing up on that type of surface. But it's
Well, Agassi again just drills that forehand, Tim, down the sideline. Tremendous shot.
Yeah, you wonder if Agassi grew up on Antbed in Las Vegas. But that was amazing story. So many great players have played in the bush in Australia. It's amazing. Roach, Laver, John Fitzgerald. These guys playing in the middle of nowhere, somewhere in the outback Australia, and all of a sudden, here they are in Los Angeles playing great tennis.
I used to play in little towns in western Queensland, Longreach, Charleville. They'd string up 1,500-watt bulbs, seriously, along the side of the court, Tim, on like clotheslines, and virtually everybody in town was at the tennis. I mean, I didn't know who was out, shearing the sheep. Court. Talk about quick on his feet. Watch Agassi get to this ball.
Agassi doing a little shearing here himself. Well, he flips over that forehand. Right over the top.
So now triple break point for Agassi to get right back in this second set. Stoltenberg always seems to go down the center when he's down. That's wide, and so Agassi breaks at love. Andre Agassi right back in the second set. He won the first 6-4. It is 3-2. Stoltenberg leading. Stay with us. We're on Prime, and we're at the LA Open at UCLA. Welcome back as we have a look at Mike Agassi in the white shirt, seated high in the stands. A 1952 Olympic boxer, Andre's dad. Stoltenberg, a brilliant backhand volley. And there is There is Mike Agassi about as high up. He almost looks like Gilbert's dad, sitting as far from this stand as he can.
Well, you think Andre would get better seats for his dad? God, up in the rafters, it looks like Bob Uecker.
From this crowd, they thought it hit the sideline. So did Stoltenberg. A break for Agassi. We are at the Los Angeles Open UCLA campus, West Los Angeles. Quarterfinal action here on Friday night. Agassi going against Stoltenberg. Agassi with the first set, 6-4. Down 2-3, but has just broken back, trying to get even at 3-all in the second set.
Long. Stoltenberg has shown a willingness to try some different things. Remember that chip and charge in the first set, and then he chips on a drop shot and comes in behind it. Good variety.
Trying to wish it wide. It just slithered in there on that sideline.
As you're coasting across the court, it is tough to decide whether a ball is going to go in and out. You don't know how much court is there.
He let it go. He could have hit it, Tim.
Oh, absolutely.
He knows he made a mistake, and so now break point for Stoltenberg. He's on it. It's wide. And Jason Stoltenberg breaks right back. Tomorrow night, we will have semifinal action. Check your local listings. The winner of this match, Stoltenberg or Agassi, going against three-time Wimbledon champion Boris Becker. What a semifinal that will be. I'm sure Becker sitting somewhere in Los Angeles tonight, Tim, perhaps watching this match as these guys try and kill each other.
It's good they're kicking in the rock music, because that's the kind of match we're going to have.
Stoltenberg up 4-2, down a set. Again, this was the finals of the Canadian Open just last Sunday. And net court judge almost lost his head, lost his hat, that's for sure. This is unbelievable. This is a dangerous spot.
Well, he's going to have to call Andre Agassi's haberdasher after this one, right off the beanie.
That is incredible. Jeez. Oh, man, you talk about danger.
Actually, the guy at the U.S. Open wears a baseball helmet to protect himself.
I think the lines person is considered a permanent fixture there. And if that ball hits off of the lines person and into the court, it's good. I'm getting a lot of shaking heads up here.
I don't think so. I think we have to. I disagree
calls.
with you, Barry, but let's go down to Tom Barnes, the ATP Tour supervisor, for an official ruling.
Good question. Net court judge has to put his hand inside the single stake. There you see it right there. So Stoltenberg solid down the center with the big serve. It is Jason Stoltenberg leading 5-2 in the second set. Stay with us. We're in LA. Welcome back, as Agassi has just won the first point on his own serve. Down 2-5. Agassi with the first set, 6-4. This is best of three, quarterfinal action. Tim with a slice backhand, and then a wide open court.
This is a pattern we've seen all night long. Stoltenberg pushing Agassi to net with a short ball and then hitting the passer. That's a tough one to hit.
Oh, boy. Really followed through perfectly on that backhand.
You can see why these guys have been playing so well. They are so confident. Both hitting the ball superbly. See in that last stat, 17, now 18 unforced errors off the backhand side of Jason Stoltenberg. That's been his weak side.
Ball kid almost gets picked off. From the backcourt.
Backhand's letting him down. The forehands helping him stay in this match.
Agassi now being forced by Stoltenberg, and suddenly it is set point for the Australian.
The first set points Jason Stoltenberg has ever had against Andre Agassi.
This saves one.
Stoltenberg can break, he can start that third set serving as a now concerned Brad Gilbert looks on. Gilbert played here, lost in the first round to Jared Palmer, the up-and-coming Stanford guy.
Agassi goes for it all on the second serve, double faults. And so Stoltenberg has come back to win the second set. 6-2, we are dead even. A set apiece. Well, Tim, some very interesting rule changes on the IBM ATP Tour.
A lot of interest, trying to get some interest going and really get the fans into it. I think we're feeling that here tonight. Spectators allowed to spontaneously react and a lot more movement up in the stands. Of course, they're trying to really make the time quicker. They're going to go to 20 seconds between points after the U.S. Open, and now it's 25.
Well, the flamboyant Ilie Nastase, I think, really forced the mics to get turned off at one point about 10 or 12 years ago. They've turned it back on, and I think it's a great play because people at home deserve to know what these guys are saying out there.
Let's take a look at those rule changes again. Again, after the Open, they're going to 20 seconds. The second two spontaneously react. We're trying to get the fans more involved in the match. And then, as you mentioned, Barry, turn the microphones on. Let the folks at home hear the conversations between the chair umpire and the player. All good changes.
Times coming into this, their fourth match. Stoltenberg had not won a set, Tim, and suddenly he looks very strong out here.
But this, the crucial game, he's won that first set, he's into the match. Now Stoltenberg has to quickly refocus and try to hold serve here. He's down love 30.
Just wide. Ooh, that was a big first serve. He needed an ace right there, didn't get it. Second serve. I guess he moves inside the baseline. defense from Stoltenberg. Timmy just sliced that backhand, caught Agassi.
Stoltenberg recognizes he can't hit an outright passing shot. His best thing, neutralize Agassi with a little dinker. And that is where Agassi is weak. Mid-court balls, trying to half volley. He's not good around that area.
Folks cannot believe that running forehand, nor can Brad Gilbert. Another look at it right here.
Agassi may not be good at net, but this is what he's great at. Oh, unbelievable racket acceleration.
And he kept the ball low, Tim. Brilliant play brings Agassi to break point here. First game, third set. Agassi, one love. Stay with us. We're in LA. Welcome back as Andre Agassi serves a second serve here to start the second game of the third set. Oh, man, he is red hot. Let's have a look now at our second set statistics.
Go right to the second, the bottom there, net points. Agassi only 2 of 8. Stoltenberg was pulling him in and passing him extremely well. Plus Agassi's first serve percentage dropped down from 89% to 74.
Some brilliant tennis played all week long here in Los Angeles. Was a 32-draw tournament. We're going to have a chance now to look at the results of the first round. There, of course, the biggest match as Mark Petchey from Great Britain knocked off Michael Chang. Woodford got off to a good start against O'Brien.
Woodford now in the semifinals.
Agassi cannot believe it. We got to watch this one again.
They're on the feet. Their feet here. Watch this last shot between the legs.
Unbelievable.
That is unbelievable.
Stoltenberg, 360 degrees. Watch this right here.
Through the legs. And in the break, Andre Agassi went down on his knees. Here's one more look.
You cannot believe that shot. And a big point.
Baby.
It's good. Stoltenberg right in this match.
And Barry, in the break, Agassi went down on his knees and said, "I'm not worthy, I'm not worthy." And Stoltenberg amazingly backing that amazing point up with this swinging backhand passing shot.
Break point. Agassi, second game, third set. And finally a miss hit from Stoltenberg. Agassi's got to be wondering at this point, Tim, what it takes to win a point against the Australian. This is really fun to watch. Tennis tennis is alive and well in West Los Angeles tonight. And so Stoltenberg now with another chance to break. Stoltenberg misses one of those backhands down the line. Andre's saying, yeah.
Close to that one.
He has let a few of those go, and they have all been good tonight. First time he missed it badly.
Interesting play, though. Stoltenberg continues to try to hit short balls, pull Agassi in, and then go for the passing shot.
Over the two-hander.
Again, Stoltenberg going for the same play. He tries to draw Agassi in with a short chip backhand, and it pays off. It's a good play because Agassi is not that comfortable at net.
And especially on a short ball, Tim, he rarely takes the one-hander on that shot. And so once again now, Stoltenberg with a chance. We could be seeing here a developing rivalry between two of the brilliant players here, 24-year-olds, Agassi and Stoltenberg.
Barry, you can see there in Agassi's eyes, he is so focused. Both these guys, but particularly Agassi, really into this match.
Go for too much. And you can understand why, the way Stoltenberg has hit the backhand.
Just relax.
Right off the net, and Agassi can't make that transition.
Forehand up the line to win the point.
Thank you, ball girl.
Both players jockeying for position. Stoltenberg sees the opening. Forehand winner. But again, Barry, it's that forehand of Stoltenberg that has really come through for him today. And I think Agassi can't believe it because Agassi is playing as well as he can play. And yet he's in a dogfight.
No question about it. One game all. Third set, Agassi with the first set, 6-4. Stoltenberg coming back to win the second, 6-2. And we are being treated to perhaps the best match of the week right here, Friday night, quarterfinals. A replay of the Canadian final. Agassi screaming at himself now. This is about the time when Brad Gilbert starts talking to himself. His crowd now. A little concern there. Brow of Brad Gilbert.
And Barry, remember with the IBM ATP Tour rule change now, the crowd allowed to get into this match a lot more, and we're seeing it here. A lot of crowd reaction. It's been really fun to watch.
No call. Stoltenberg out wide with ace number 3. Drop shot. The first one he's tried, it does not work. 2-1 Stoltenberg. Talk about brilliant player. We're going to have another look at it right here. This is the point. Stoltenberg, a 360, somehow gets it back. Stay with us. Welcome back to what has become a packed house here at the UCLA Tennis Center. Andre Agassi going against Jason Stoltenberg. What a match it's been. Set a piece. Agassi with the first set. Stoltenberg back to win the second, and now Agassi in a dogfight, down 1-2 in the third. I think we now see why Jason Stoltenberg has reached the finals of the last two tournaments. The forehand again from way behind the baseline, Tim. Everybody talks about the Sampras forehand. This one looks pretty good to me.
Running forehand has been the key for Jason Stoltenberg. Extreme Western grip. And he continues to bring Andre Agassi into net. That whipping forehand. But he brings in Agassi and then hits the passing shots. It's worked well tonight.
On the full run, the ball dropping.
Stoltenberg gets in good position with the chip return. We've seen the shot a number of times tonight. The running forehand right off the court surface.
At the backhand volley. Stoltenberg on the full run. Boy, he is dangerous.
A while ago, Barry, Stoltenberg used to be a little bit lumbering, and he's worked very hard with a training coach, Ludwig Wolf from Prague, and has really helped his movement.
A volley that obviously tough because he was on the move, Tim, but thought he could knock that forehand volley off. Missed it right into the tape.
You can see Andre really is not that natural when he moves at net. That would have been an easy shot for an Edberg.
Let first serve. Tough on those close replays, but it did look like it fell behind the baseline. Brings it to deuce. Stoltenberg. Agassi slams the ball.
Stoltenberg with a great stretching return. And Barry, now we're going to see how serious Andre Agassi is about really playing out of a hole. How much is he willing to persevere to win a match like this?
Right on the sideline. He persevered on that shot. Man, that was a tough shot.
Again, Stoltenberg going to the pattern, short chip. And this is a tough shot to hit. Most people would chip this up the line.
See the linesman there, safe. It's deuce. Brilliant shot cross court.
Agassi continues to complain about that close call. But how pumped up is Jason Stoltenberg? Remember, he has lost 3 times in a row to Andre Agassi. And Barry, if Stoltenberg wins this match, he is really going to send some tremors through the tennis world, announcing his arrival.
Stoltenberg up 3-1 now in the third. Microphone's open now. We're going to hear some Agassi torment here before it's over. Now it's wide.
Can Agassi stay into this match? Oh God, he is right at the boiling point.
Stoltenberg on a roll now, quickly to 30 love. He's got the break, leads 3-1 in the third.
Barry, Agassi shouldn't be upset as Gilbert looks on because he has played a great match. Agassi has played a great match. He's obviously upset, but Stoltenberg has just put together superb tennis.
That last one was to the umpire, who he was really unhappy with. No call. Agassi thought it was wide. This next changeover is going to be very interesting as Agassi approaches the umpire. 40 love now.
Are you sure it wasn't good? Yeah.
Agassi really after Steve Ulrich now in the chair. It's wide.
Match on one call. You know that?
And so Agassi down 4-1 in the third. Welcome back as Brooke Shields, a concerned Brooke Shields, watches Andre Agassi, who is down 4-1 in the third, but only down 1 break, Tim. The score very deceptive. If he can hold here, he could put the pressure on Jason in the next game.
Stoltenberg has been playing absolutely in the zone, and if Agassi could just stay in there, and hopefully Stoltenberg won't finish the match like he's been playing the last couple games. Agassi has to be asking himself, when will Stoltenberg come off the boil?
Agassi laughing as he serves up ace number 3. Agassi, 4-2, Stoltenberg, third set. Ground transportation provided by Dollar Rent-A-Car, featuring quality products of the Chrysler Corporation, like the Plymouth Acclaim. Dollar's right on the airport, right on the money. For reservations, call 800-800-4000. Well, big game here, Tim. 7th game, third set. Agassi needs to break right here. 15 love, Stoltenberg. Oh, it's long. 30 love.
This is definitely the game you want to break. If Stoltenberg gets up 5-2, he starts to smell victory. The unforced errors. Stoltenberg getting fewer as the match goes on, and Agassi in the opposite direction. Agassi's going to continue to attack here. He's going to lose. He's going to go out on the attack.
The return, Stoltenberg slipped. Oh, Andre with a big chance up the line. He loves the two-hander, but it's wide. Remember, Boris Becker, perhaps watching this match tonight, waits for the winner of this. We'll have that for you tomorrow evening. Becker against either this young man from Australia or Andre Agassi.
Rather play Stoltenberg. He's lost to Agassi maybe the last 6 or 7 times they've played.
That's good. This crowd really being treated to a great match here tonight.
Extraordinary racket control, because Agassi has to half volley that ball. Oh, God. Makes it look so easy.
He's on it. A brilliant return of serve from Agassi on a huge point as Stoltenberg trying to get to 5-2. It's deuce. That was one of the biggest serves he's hit all night, Tim, and it came back faster.
Great movement from Stoltenberg. He runs to the open court after the first volley. That's a good play.
This guy is in a zone as Stoltenberg just drills the backhand winner. 5-2 Stoltenberg. Agassi will serve to stay alive when we come back. Welcome back as Agassi has just served a big serve down the center to go up 15 love. Agassi down 2-5. Only one break, however. Trying to stay in it here and hold. To win this game quickly here.
Helping his chances.
Definitely.
Put the pressure right back on Stoltenberg.
Stays alive here at the LA Open.
Travel provided by Continental, offering business first-class service at a business class fare.
We are back as Agassi down 5-3. Stoltenberg, ace number 5.
Bad news for Agassi. When you're trying to break, that first point, so crucial.
So Stoltenberg now at triple match point.
Stoltenberg, Barry, has just played unbelievable tennis.
Agassi, who played brilliantly himself early in the match. Stoltenberg clapping. Tremendous win for the youngster from Narrabri, Australia, who just a week ago lost in straight sets to Agassi. Tremendous tennis. Very disappointed Andre Agassi. Quickly off the court as Brooke Shields looks on, but we saw some tremendous tennis on this center court tonight. A big hand for Agassi as he leaves this center court here at UCLA. Another look at match point as Agassi just outplayed in the final set. Stoltenberg, big serve out wide. Agassi goes for the tremendous two-hand return, catches the tape, and Stoltenberg blasts the ball high into the stands from another angle, out wide. And so the youngster from Australia moves into the semis. He'll take on Boris Becker, and we'll have it for you tomorrow. Stay with us. We'll be right back from the LA Open. Welcome back to the Los Angeles Open here at the UCLA campus in Los Angeles. A brilliant match between two 24-year-olds. Tim Mayotte is courtside with the winner, Jason Stoltenberg. Down to you, Tim.
Jason, I'm afraid to touch you because you're so hot. That's got to be one of the most amazing matches you've ever played.
Yeah, it was. I really enjoyed it. It was a great crowd, and I couldn't have asked for a better ending. I played fantastic, and I felt Andre played well, and I felt like I played a little bit better, but nothing seemed to go wrong tonight.
So often when you're playing that well, you can go through part of a match and then all of a sudden you think, God, can I really finish this match playing at this style? Did that ever come in your head?
I think I've played a lot of matches in this summer, and so I feel like I'm feeling pretty relaxed. I went to serve for the match and I didn't feel nervous. I felt like I hadn't been in that position against Andre before, and I was just going to enjoy it, and he was going to have to win it.
Take us to that unbelievable point when you went 360 between the legs and then you actually hit. Was that a turning point emotionally for you in the match?
I think so. Maybe I relaxed a little bit after that because I felt like the match turned a little bit on that point. He did have a couple of game points after that, but things just seemed to roll my way from that point. That gave me the break back in a second, and I guess maybe I relaxed a little bit. I can't, no other answer.
Interesting style of play, chipping the ball short to get Agassi into net so that you could go for the passing shots. It didn't work at the start, but you kept with it.
Yeah, it was something that I think his serve was coming to me a little easier in the second and third. He's got a great kick serve, and when he gets that right up, it gives me a lot of trouble. But that was something I wanted to do because he's got great ground strokes, and it's hard for me to stay back and rally with him all night. But I was trying to do that and make him hit the ball down the line, and then I got the open court. But it worked really well tonight.
You played Agassi 3 times. He's basically crushed you all 3 times, and so you're coming out here tonight. Well, what can you think to turn the tide around?
Well, I felt like the match I played with him in Toronto last week, it was 4-4, but I had my chances to get back in the match, and I learned a lot from that, and I learned a lot from the way he played, and I just felt great tonight. I knew I had to play great, and I had to feel great, and I did, and it just all fell into place.
Let's look forward to tomorrow. Boris Becker, another shot at beating a legend. How are you going to approach that match?
Well, pretty much the same as I did tonight. I've got nothing to lose. I'm really enjoying myself at the moment, and I think I've never beaten Boris, but I had it pretty close with him last time, so I'm playing well, and I'll just go out and give it my best.
Congratulations, Jason. A red-hot Jason Stoltenberg. Look out, Boris Becker. Back up to you, Barry.
All right, Tim. Well, a very excited youngster from Australia who played some brilliant tennis tonight to win it in 3 sets. He lost the first 6-4, but came back strong 6-2, 6-3. Stay with us. We're at the LA Open, and we'll be right back.